57% in one day. That is what UMAC did today, and most people still do not know why. This morning, the Wall Street Journal reported that the Trump administration is in talks to direct federal funding toward American drone manufacturers as part of a national defense push. That was the spark. Within hours, traders rotated into a cluster of drone and defense names. UMAC surged, RCAT jumped, AVAV moved, and the whole theme got repriced in real time. So what actually happened? The market was reacting to a policy signal tied to national security and the broader effort to reduce reliance on Chinese-made drones, especially DJI equipment that has already faced scrutiny from U.S. defense and government agencies. For the market, that kind of headline matters because this corner of the drone industry is still early, still speculative, and still waiting for clear government-backed demand. When a credible report suggests federal money could start flowing, traders move first and ask questions second. That is why the reaction was so violent. UMAC was one of the most direct names connected to the theme. It is viewed as a pure-play American drone story with high beta to domestic funding headlines. Once the report hit, the stock went from flat to vertical. That kind of move is rarely just random buying. It usually reflects a fast sector rotation, momentum traders piling in, and investors trying to position ahead of a policy narrative that could turn into actual contracts later. Now here is where the story gets more interesting. UMAC was not alone. RCAT also surged. RCAT already has defense credibility and existing relationships tied to U.S. military work. So the market treated the headline as confirmation rather than speculation alone. AVAV moved too, but less aggressively. That makes sense because AeroVironment is the more established, institutionally owned name in the group. It still benefits from stronger drone defense sentiment, but it usually does not move with the same volatility as a smaller pure play. ONDS joined the move as well because of its drone subsidiary and the possibility that domestic drone spending could lift several adjacent names across the theme. What the market did in one session was reprice an entire thesis. American-made drones replacing foreign hardware in defense-related applications. That is the real takeaway. One headline did not just move one ticker. It changed the expectations around an entire mini-sector. The next question is whether this was a one-day spike or the beginning of something bigger. There are three things worth watching. First, budget confirmation. The report described talks, not signed contracts. If federal funding becomes real appropriated money, the trade could get another leg. If those talks cool off, some of the move can reverse just as quickly.